What's up, guys? I'm JPH Venom, and today I'm bringing you a live commentary of some NHL 13 online versus play. But today I also want to do some of my predictions for the 2013 Stanley Cup playoffs. So we'll get into that in just a minute. But I think, my plan is to use... roster updates available. Sorry about that. But my plan is to use a playoff team here. I'm planning on using either Chicago or the Anaheim Ducks. But unless he picks whoever I end up playing, unless he picks another playoff team, I'll go up against his opponent. I hate these stupid roster updates. Well, I love them because I like having up-to-date NHL. I just hate loading them in. Okay, here we go. Okay, we found a game. Let's see where he goes. Is he going Montreal? That would mean we are going to the Senators then. Okay, let's see if he stays there. Where are the Senators at? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Alright. Now, I guess we can just start off with this matchup with my predictions because they haven't even played a game yet. Right now it's 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I'm at, and they don't play till 7 o'clock. So there's still 5 hours until puck drop. Well, closer to 5 hours and a half because they always do like a ceremony and stuff like that before puck drop. But like I was saying, we still got a couple hours before this puck drop, so this is a good series or a good team to start off the predictions with, I guess. So Montreal is the 2 seed and Ottawa is the 7 seed. Montreal, from the beginning of the season, had a pretty good season the whole time. It was pretty definite they would make the playoffs, but Ottawa, they were mixed in there with those 3 or 4 teams that could fall on either side of the fence, and fortunately for them, they did make the playoffs. But I do not see them really beating Montreal. I just don't think they really have the manpower to do it. They play well as a team, but I just really don't see them getting past Montreal with Carey Price and PK Subban, people like that. I just don't really see it happening. But let's see what we can do here. Ooh, big wrist shot. Alfred's in with the puck now. But, yeah, so I would say that it's probably going to be... I'll give Ottawa a game or two. I think this game will either go to the 5th or 6th. This series will go to the 5th or 6th series, but I think Montreal is going to end up taking it. And I'll give Ottawa the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say Montreal takes it in 6. But I really don't see Ottawa getting more than 2 wins or even winning the series at that. So Montreal will most likely advance. But I guess we'll start with the number 1 seed and the number 1/8 seed in the Eastern Conference now, which is Pittsburgh and Islanders. And to tell you the truth, I think Pittsburgh's going to pretty much have a walk in the park here. I think they're either going to sweep or take it in 5. I just don't think the Islanders will be able to keep up with the power play of Pittsburgh and with James Neal, Crosby, and Malkin, and just the style of play Pittsburgh plays. They play a fast-paced game, and really, it comes down to Tavares. If Tavares can pretty much put the team on his back, that's really the only shot they really have. Goaltending's hit or miss usually. Well, not hit or miss, but Islanders are definitely a decent team, but they just really couldn't get it together this season to get a definite spot, so they have a really tough game first round. But they did make the playoffs, which was really the first step for them. But like I said, don't see them getting very far this year. Maybe a game. Maybe they'll win a game, but that's all I can see them really doing. So now we're going to jump over to the Rangers and the Washington Capitals. So this, honestly, I think will be the first upset of the playoffs. I think the Rangers are going to win this one, to tell you the truth. Capitals came in 3rd, but with the reason they came in 3rd is because they had a weaker division, and their points, they have lower points, and I think it might be close to the Rangers, actually. So I think, even though it's seeded like this, I think Rangers are probably even closer to being the better team, even if they didn't have the best season at all. But I think that'll be the first real upset where a lower seed wins, or a higher seed wins, I guess, depends which way you look at it. But I think the 6th seed will beat the 3rd seed here. Rangers, I'll say it'll go to 6 games. Rangers in 6, possibly 7, if Ovechkin's really on and Washington can get some defense. So another close series will be Boston and Toronto. Currently, Boston is leading the series 1-0 from the game last night. To tell you the truth, I would like to see Toronto win this just because they are not the best playoff team around. This is the first year they've made playoffs in a little while, and they haven't had a successful playoff run in a little while. And I like the people on their team. If you look at their roster, they have a very decent squad. They can just can't talk. They can really never pull together. And I'm a Flyers fan, so Boston isn't one of our favorite teams. So I would like to see Toronto win this one. I wouldn't mind seeing Toronto win the cup. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen at all. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I would say I would like to. I'm going to go with Toronto's going to win this one in probably 7 games. I'll say Toronto in 7. I think the series will go to 7. We'll go to 7 games. I know Boston picked up the first win, but it's a long series, 7 games. Anything can happen in the playoffs. So that concludes it for the Eastern Conference. So I think I'll do all of the first round first. I don't know if I should stack it up, but okay. So we're gonna start off with Chicago and Minnesota now. First and 8th seed in the Western Conference, and as good as it is that Minnesota Wild made the playoffs and everything with Parise and Sutter, I still think Chicago is the best team in the NHL this year, and I'll say Chicago in 5, and that's being lenient. I don't see them losing maybe 1 games. So we'll say Chicago in 5. I think there's just too much power there with Kane, Patrick Sharp, Taves, just good defense, decent goalie, and Crawford and everybody else. Who else is on there? Crawford and who's the other goalie? Emery? Emery played a little bit this season. Went off sides there. I haven't been paying too much attention to the game, guys. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so Chicago had a phenomenal season. They had that amazing run in the beginning where they went like 20-0. I think you guys can comment what the exact number is if you watch this, but they had an amazing season, and I just don't see it stopping here. So, like I said, Chicago in 5, maybe 4. But yeah. So next is Anaheim and Detroit, and this one I like both teams. I like Detroit and Anaheim, but I think Anaheim's gonna win again, or win. I think this one will go to 6 or 7 games if Detroit's defense can pull together and Datsuk can really get it done and stuff like that. But Bobby Ryan and Getzlav and all that, they've played phenomenal this year. They've played great team offense and defense. Really, everybody supporting the puck carrier and good pressure on the defense. I think Anaheim will, like I said, take this in 6 or 7, possibly 5. I'm not sure the exact number, what it's going to be. But I'm fairly positive that Anaheim will advance on to the second round. Let's see what we can do here. I try to get that little wraparound shot. That works a lot. Go for the hip. Oh, no. Let's play him back a little bit. Oh, good poke. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Vancouver and the San Jose Sharks, which I think will be a decently close series. San Jose is actually winning it right now. They have the 1-0 lead. Big old Joe Thornton leading that team. So let me see here. Get a good shot. Oh, okay. Nice save by him. Hulk boards there. So I didn't realize that San Jose actually won the first game. I forgot that they played their first game of the series. But Vancouver is a very good team. They have been for the last few years. They won a couple of President's trophies, I believe, 1 or 2. But so is San Jose. And San Jose didn't have the year that they were used to with being a 6th seed this year. But still a very highly rated team, and you really can't underestimate them at all. Same with Vancouver. I'm going to say this game's going to as well go to possibly 7 games. I'm going to say it's going to be Vancouver in 7. I would probably rather see San Jose win, but I've got to be realistic here in these predictions, and I'm going to say Vancouver will take it in 7. So now this is going to bring us to our final matchup in the first round, and it is going to be the LA Kings, the 6th seed, versus the St. Louis Blues, 4 seed. So LA Kings are actually seeded, or I'm sorry, it was 5 seed LA Kings. I don't know if I said 6 or not. But LA Kings are seeded actually 3 spots higher than they were last year. They were the Cinderella team last year with the 8 seed and still managed to win the Stanley Cup playoffs. That being said, they did not have the season they wanted to. They did not want to be the 5 seed. They would have liked to be in the top half, I'm sure. But still, they did it once again. I'm sure they're all thinking they did it once before. I'm sure they're all thinking they're going to do it again, be another Cinderella team to make the finals and win it all. I would like to do it. I would like to see them do it just because I'm a big Mike Richards fan. He's a product from Philly, or not product. He didn't live here, or he wasn't born here, but he played some hockey here with us for a few years, and just missed the net there. But yeah, gotta like how he plays with Anze Kopitar up there too. You got Jeff Carter, who I wasn't always the biggest fan of, but he's still ex-Flyer and can really get out there and score some goals and do some damage. So, like I said, especially with Quick in there and everything like that, you really can't underestimate these guys whatsoever. Now, same can go with St. Louis Blues with TJ Oshie and those guys. But let's see here. Got the power play here. I really shouldn't be trying to deke through everybody. But my prediction on this series is going to be LA in 6. They're down 1-0 in the series right now, but just one game. You can't base everything on that. Oh, Gonchar almost had the one-time right there. So, yeah, I would say that it will be LA Kings in 6 games. They're down 1-0 right now. So that's actually going to conclude the first round predictions. But I'm going to go into the second round and see my predictions there. And if a lot of my predictions are wrong, I'll make another video with my second round predictions. But let's see. I'll do the whole playoff. Oh, they scored on the one-timer there with 2 minutes left. But I'll go through the whole playoffs now and see. So I picked Pittsburgh winning it in the first round, and I picked Montreal winning it in the first round. So these guys would be the 2 matching up in the semifinals. And I, again, would probably say Pittsburgh just because Pittsburgh explosive offense and the game they can really bring. I haven't watched too many Pittsburgh games other than the Flyers this year, and every time we play Pittsburgh, it feels like a playoff game. Well, not defensive-wise, but offense and physical and everything like that. And if they can really bring that style of play to Montreal, I think they're really going to leave Montreal kind of confused and not know what to do. Montreal's key to win there would really be to shut down Sidney Crosby, obviously, and to make sure that, Cassian really just barreling through everybody and kind of got hit into the net and scored. But good goal there. Let's see that. Matt Cassian. I think that's how you say his name. Threw the leg there, picked up the puck, got hit again, and kind of just floated into the net with it. Does the net come off the post there? Let's see. Yeah, net ends up coming off the post. But like I was saying, to shut down Pittsburgh, Montreal would really have to make sure they don't take any penalties because you know how dangerous James Neal and the rest of those guys are on the power play. One of the most dangerous in the league. Sorry, I just hear somebody outside. Let's see. So I'm going to say Pittsburgh in 6 in the second round against Montreal. Then I picked the New York Rangers versus Toronto. I believe, I kind of forget who I picked, but I'm going to say it was New York Rangers versus Toronto. Don't hate me if I said it was Boston. But again, I think the Rangers would beat Toronto, possibly in 5 or 4. I believe they're the better team. They didn't have the season they wanted to in this year, but playoffs are completely different, guys. What was I going to say? Oh, it's just a different style of play, the intensity, and to tell you the truth, Toronto isn't really used to it. They haven't been in the playoffs for a while. A lot of their guys haven't really ever been in the playoffs, like some of their newer guys at least, unless they came from a different team. And so I don't think they'd be ready for the Rangers, who play a pretty tough playoff game and pretty tough regular season too. So I would say Rangers in 6 games against Rangers in 5 against Toronto, to tell you the truth. And nice move. Go back to D. Spread it out a little bit here. See if we get the slap shot. Okay, so yeah, Rangers in 5, and that would conclude the semifinals in the Eastern Conference. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, he didn't come off the post at all. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that concludes the Eastern Conference semifinals. Now over to the West Coast, where I picked Anaheim beating Detroit and Chicago beating Minnesota. Even though, one thing I want to note though, Minnesota's goalie got hurt before the game the other day, and their backup came in and played phenomenal, so a little shout out to him. I'm sure that was exciting for him. But, hey, back. So, Anaheim versus Chicago. This probably would be one of the better series in the playoffs, in my opinion. Both these teams were so good in the regular season this year. Probably the best two NHL teams, in my opinion. I can't remember the records off the top of my head. They might have actually been the best two. I don't know where Pittsburgh fell in that. But, yeah, I think these are some of the two best teams in hockey, really. Like I said, don't know the records, but in just play style. And I really shout out to Anaheim. They don't have all the... if you're an Anaheim fan, you might not like what I said, but they don't really have all the talent in the world compared to some of the other teams. But they really played a great team game this season, the shortened season, which was really important. Oh, gotcha. So they played a really great team game. I'm a big fan of Bobby Ryan just because there's talk of him coming to Philly next season, which would be awesome. But I'm going to say that Chicago will take this series. I would like to see Anaheim do it, but I like Chicago and Anaheim, to tell you the truth. But I'm going to say that Chicago would take this series in 6. Maybe a couple overtime games in there, possible 7th game. But I think Chicago will just, the skill level and the talent of the players will really just stand out. And they'll really just outplay Anaheim. But it's really going to come down to how well Anaheim can work as a team, opposed to Chicago. Really, Chicago has some great chemistry too. If you ever watch them, I really think Chicago has the upper hand in this series. So, yeah, Chicago in 6, possibly 7. And our last game in the semifinals of the 2013 playoffs, my prediction, I picked. I think I picked San Jose. I can't remember who I picked on some of these games. Who did I say? I think I said Vancouver. I'm going to go with Vancouver. So I'm going to say it was Vancouver against LA Kings. I'm sorry, guys. I really can't remember all my predictions here. I probably should have wrote it down, but I decided to use gameplay instead of like a slideshow for this video. But oh, we're actually coming down to the end of the game here. Well, no, it's still 1. Oh, wait. Oh, Christ. Okay, so I'm gonna say it was Vancouver and LA. I think Vancouver would take this game over LA Kings. But it really could go either way, I think. I don't think it'll go into 7-game or even a 6-game series. I think it'll end in 5, but I don't know which team, really. I'm going to pick Vancouver just for how they play in the playoffs and the regular season, their guys. I have a better feeling that they just had the better season. LA Kings really couldn't get it always together. They lost some games they really should have won. But yeah, I'm going to say Vancouver will win that series in 5. So they would be taken out. Oh, sorry. Let's see. 20 seconds. Let's see what we can set up here. I want to get the one-timer to the point. Oh, no. I started aiming my shot before it got to the pass got released. Oh, big hit there. Up to Neal. Over to... Oh, here we go. Come on. 10 seconds. Oh, here we go. Slap shot. Oh, no. Shot. Oh, okay. We're going to be going into overtime. So, now we're into the conference finals. I'm going to try to do this quick, guys. So, I picked Pittsburgh would be matching up against New York Rangers. And then, this is a bit of a rivalry between the two teams. Philly, Pittsburgh, and Rangers all kind of have like a triangle rival. But, again, I think Pittsburgh is going to take it. Just their style of play, as much as I hate them. I hate Sidney Crosby more than I hate the team itself. But as much as I really dislike them, I think Pittsburgh is going to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs. And take it from there. But yeah, I just don't think Rangers are good enough to beat Pittsburgh. But it really depends if Pittsburgh is on their A game. Like I said, guys, I want to reiterate how much anything can happen in where's puck? How anything can really happen in the playoffs. But I'm going to say Pittsburgh is going to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now to the other conference finals, which would be Chicago versus Vancouver. Sorry. Oh, no, why did... Oh, okay. I thought he was coming in on the breakaway, but okay. Oh, God. Big shot. Okay, so I think Chicago would beat Vancouver, too, just because how good Chicago is, their chemistry, their players, goalie, everything. I just don't think Vancouver would be able to keep up. So that would bring the Stanley Cup to what a lot of people are saying. Try not to just go by stats and everything, but what I really think would happen. But I truly believe the Stanley Cup Finals will be Chicago versus Pittsburgh, and from there, I think I hate to say it, but I think Pittsburgh's gonna win. Really, Pittsburgh power play is so good, and they also have great chemistry. But I think their advantage is if Fleury plays on his A game, Marc-Andre Fleury. He can really be the difference maker for that team. Let's see if we can end the game here. Oh, one-timer. Oh, God, okay. Oh, now they have a breakaway going their way. Come on, skate defense. He's going to try to force the one. Oh, man, I'm surprised that one-timer got through, actually. Okay. Over. Oh, Deke, here we go. Man break. Oh, I couldn't get the pass. Okay, so, yeah, I think Pittsburgh will take the Stanley Cup home. Bringing the cup back once again, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it would be probably a Game 7 Stanley Cup because the teams are both so good. But that is my prediction, guys, and let's see if we can end this game with a oh, okay. Get back. He's gonna force the one time. Oh, okay, nice. Skate. Come on, go. 3, 2, 1. Shoot! Oh, man. If I didn't lose the puck there, I think I could have finished it. But we are going to go into my homeland here, the shootout, my bread and butter. It is only a 3-man shootout, though, so this can get interesting here. Let's see what we got. Backhand, and he didn't move an inch. I don't know if he doesn't play shootouts a lot, but okay. I know exactly how to beat this guy. I don't know how good he is at deking, so goalie's really going to come down to it here for me. And what a save by Anderson here. I actually moved a little bit, but Anderson. Okay, so what you want to do here, guys, when a goalie just sits, quick cut, low. Oh, didn't get in, didn't get low enough. But that's what you want to do. Quick cut shot, and see, I still shot up. You want to shoot low on those goalies. I'm going to dive on him. Oh, that was a good move by him. Oh, I really don't want to lose this. Come on. There we go, 5-hole. That's what I had to do. He's just going to stand there and not do anything. And by the way, guys, don't be this player. Don't be the one that just sits there in the middle of your net. Ready? Should I do it to him? Should I do it to end it? Let's see how he likes it. Just going to sit here. And, of course, worked for him. Now I'm going to lose this game if I don't score. Oh, no, that is the game. Oh, guys. Whatever. This wasn't too much about the gameplay. I wasn't paying attention to the game that much. But that's all I got for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave a like, rating, and subscribe. Like I said before, if a lot of my predictions don't come true, I'll come back and do second round predictions. But I'm out, guys. Hope you enjoyed.